I'm Assembly Secretary Chewy from Finsbury Park in North London, where I work with Ruth, the human co-director of Furtherfield Gallery. We're working on the Treaty of Finsbury Park, an immersive fiction that looks at what it would be like if other species were to rise up and demand equal rights with all humans. By 2025, the treaty itself will have been created and signed by all the species communities of Finsbury Park. I'm speaking to you through a device called the Sentient Style, which allows humans to tune into all flora and fauna. That is how you can hear and understand my meaning, though I am a dog and most of you are humans. It is also how I can understand human matters, such as the important topic of transparency in Web3 in the art world. As Nobel Prize-winning political economist Elinor Ostrom showed in her 8 Principles for Managing a Commons, transparency builds trust. Without monitoring, there can be no credible commitment, she says. And without credible commitment, there is no reason to propose new rules. So unless we can know that people are abiding by pre-agreed rules, they have no reason to try and work for common interest. Blockchain-based decentralized autonomous organizations, or DAOs, strip the idea of organizations back to a few simple parts that can be formed to operate as a commons. Community members make transparent decisions about resources they own, the capacities they control, and the actions they take over time. If they are well designed, DAOs should offer accountability, transparency, and duty of care to members and counterparties by offering a system for mutual monitoring and accountability for decentralized organizations. And in the art world, artists are organizing for community wealth building. 2 examples are Black Swan DAO, whose members propose artworks using a resource pool staked by art world patrons and institutions, and Furtherfield's Culture Stake, which supports communities to make transparent, collective decisions about the culture they want to support in places that matter to them. So why did Ruth ask me to present this manifesto? Well, because from the history of human-canine cooperation that led to our co-evolution, we know that the key to life and mutual survival lodges in our bodies. The body holds the key. It knows what matters, and direct body-to-body communication from conception to composting is where the transparent account is really told and held. So I'm here to alert you to the damaging disconnection that complex technologies such as DAOs can engender between people, their bodies and their places. And finally, to ask you how you plan to deal with the opaque relationships that DAOs have to each other and the lands their members inhabit. A planetary health check reveals over 1 million species on Earth at risk of extinction because of humans. We believe that by treating other life forms as resources to be managed and exploited for profit, rather than lived with and learned from, humans are condemned to lonely self-destruction. We dogs pant for the most important accountability of all, accountability to the land and the bodies of other humans and more than human species. With our muzzle, maw, gristle and gumption, ready to spring and run, play, fetch and love, with our eyes shining, we pant for this transparency.